All right, hey VC, I'm Jamie. Welcome back, and we're back with another video. This is part 2 in our series. This is my CD box set collection, the long book form or the long box form, depending on how you want to take a look at it. I guess the style is called the long box, although I like to think of them almost as the long book form, that sort of thing. So I've taken a look at box sets that I have, particularly in this style. So it's going to cross a lot of genres of different music, and so let's get to it. So first off, obviously for this edition, we've got Billy Joel kicking things off with the complete hits collection, 1973 to 1997. This was listed as a limited edition. So disc 1 is Greatest Hits Volume 1, 73 to 77. Disc 2, Volume 2, Greatest Hits. So you're looking at 1970, looks like 1978 to 1985. Volume 3, Greatest Hits, is 1986 to 1997. And then the fourth disc is quite an interesting disc. It's an evening of questions and answers and a little music. So it's Billy Joel kind of chatting with an audience, playing some songs. He plays a little bit of Beatles, talking about music, and it's quite engaging. So a 4 CD set, and it's going to be kind of hard to see. Certainly we're familiar with the Billy Joel hits. And again, these greatest hits have all been released separately. Like the first two are the double disc, and then the greatest hits. This one was released separately. But this is what is available on the evening question and answers. So hopefully you'll be able to see that. And this came out on Columbia, and the year that this came out was 1997. And so we've got the discs housed like that. And the booklet's not too bad. Not a lot of stuff in the booklet. I won't spend, as I mentioned in the previous video, I won't spend too much time looking at the booklets. So there you go. Billy Joel and the complete Greatest Hits collection. Okay, next up, a great box set, Genesis Archive, 1967 to 1975. So this is a 4-disc set, and this features a complete in-concert performance of The Lamb Lies Down on Broadway. Now, they did some kind of post-production with this. I guess there were some vocal dropouts, and so Peter Gabriel actually re-recorded some vocal bits, and also Steve Hackett also re-recorded some of his guitar bits. But it is by and large, a vintage performance of The Lamb Lies Down on Broadway, and then the other 2 discs are other live performances, and then other demos or rough mixes, and also some early non-album singles and tracks. So a really great box set, and I think they did just a super job with this. Now, this one doesn't have anything on the back that I can show you, so we'll take a look at the discs like that. And then for this one, the booklet is simply housed in here like that, so you can take it out, which is quite nice. So I'll quickly show you what's on each disc. So we've got Volume 1, the first part of The Lamb Lies Down on Broadway, and then we've got Volume 2, the rest of the concert, and then CD 3 is some various live stuff, great performances, and some early singles, and then disc 4 is there. And yeah, really nice booklet overall. Lots of text, lots of vintage photos. Really nice. Okay, so there you go. So that is Genesis Archive, or sort of Genesis Volume 1, because then they would also then release, I'm sorry, this came out it was on Atlantic, and it came out in 1998. And then they released a Genesis Archive 2. Now, this is just a 3 CD set. This is good. I just thought this CD box set was going to be better at the time. I think they easily could have made it a 4 CD set, considering how much time they're covering with this, because this is 1976 to 1992. But I just thought they were a little skimpy on the music. Overall, it's good. I mean, it's got some, some hard-to-find tracks, some rare live stuff. I just thought they could have easily made this a 4 CD set. And why the first one's a 4 CD set, but then this one's only a 3 CD set, I don't know. But the same sort of style, like that. And then a quick look at the booklet. And then this one came out in 2000. And then a quick look at the booklet, like that. So still very enjoyable. I just thought they should have maybe put another disc in at least. Oh, okay. Okay, we've got some Elvis for you. This is Elvis, A Golden Celebration. And this is celebrating sort of a 50th anniversary with Elvis, but this originally came out in 1985. So this is the CD version of a big LP box set. This came out, I believe, in 1998. And so at the first page here, Elvis 50th Anniversary. A Golden Celebration was originally released in 1985 to coincide with what would have been Elvis's 50th birthday. Lavishly packaged, very few of the performances on this box set had been available before. It highlighted the historic TV appearances, informal recording, and in-concert sides of Elvis music making. Released here on compact disc for the first time, A Golden Celebration perfectly complements the better-known Elvis master recordings from the period 1954 to 1968. So this is quite a box set. It really focuses on Elvis's TV appearances. You pretty much, from the 1950s, have the complete TV appearances. Like, it starts off with Sun Session outtakes from Sun Records, but then we have the Dorsey Brothers stage show, so we have the complete performances from that. Complete performances from the Milton Berle show, 1956. We've also got the Mississippi Alabama Fair and Dairy Show from Tupelo, Mississippi, 1956. And then we also have the Ed Sullivan Show, all the complete performances. And then we have Elvis at home in Germany, so his demo or recordings, informal recordings from the late 50s. And then we have, looks like Collector's Treasures discovered at Graceland. And then we have the TV sessions from the Elvis TV special from 1968 on a 4-disc set. So it is really a very interesting overview. Again, it's a lot of since it's TV recordings, it's fairly not high fidelity recordings, but absolutely fascinating to listen to, especially the complete Ed Sullivan performances, Milton Berle, Dorsey Brothers. Not an extensive booklet. This would have been a reproduction of the LP booklet, but really, really interesting. And yeah, this came out in 1998. Okay, Flashback. It's ELO, the Electric Light Orchestra, a 3-CD box set, pretty much an overview. This came out in 2000 on Sony, Epic Legacy, and continuing in our long box form. This is a 3-CD set, so we just got a little extension of the picture there, I guess, if you will, and booklets attached, and quite simply inside. Not extensive, but a nice booklet overall. And here is the tracks that are listed. Okay. So there you have the tracks that are listed. And I didn't really give you a chance, although the writing is really small on here. Pretty tiny. This is for the Elvis Presley box set, just in case. It's going to be kind of hard to see. As I said, it's basically a lot of complete television performances from the 50s with some extra stuff as well. So there's that. And so, yeah, Flashback, ELO, such a great band. Jeff Lynne, really enjoyable. So from year 2000. Okay, here's the classic, The Band and the Waltz. Speaking of another great album, this was the first box set that came out. There's been at least one or two, I believe, since this came out. This came out in 2002. So this one features a it's the complete music from the Waltz. So we have disc 1, disc 2, disc 3, disc 4. It's just got all the great performances right through, and with Dr. John, Bobby Charles, Muddy Waters, all the special guests, including Neil Young, Bob Dylan, to name a few, Van Morrison. Fantastic. So there's no DVDs or Blu-rays with this. So this is straight music, but it features the complete performance. But this has been released several times with Blu-rays and DVDs added. And this, the configuration, just a little bit different, the way the CDs are simply placed in here. This isn't plastic, it's more of a, like that. That's not too bad. At least they sit in there fairly nicely. And then we've got the fairly extensive booklet. It's a nice booklet that's included, but it's taped right in. And yeah, I just put the initial hype sticker from there. The Mammoth 4-CD Chronicle of the band's legendary final concert. You bet. So we got that. Oh man, the Van Morrison. It also, yeah, things keep falling out of it. It also had included that I believe was sold separately. The special edition DVD. You can mail away from that with a $2 off coupon. Gee, you don't get that too much anymore. Okay, so The Last Waltz from the band. Again, this came out in 2002. And that's going to wrap it up for this one. Time flies. So we'll be back with part 3 very soon as our CD box set collection continues. We'll chat again. Take care. Bye-bye.